How's it going? Welcome back to the Whiskey Bunch. Today I had a little bit of an idea. So people's general thought on the Traveler whiskey by Chris Stapleton and Buffalo Trace is that it is 1792 Barton mixed with some Canadian whiskey, some light whiskey. So the plan that I have today is to go to one of the liquor stores and grab a 1792 Barton that is done by Sazerac, as well as a Canadian Mist, which is one of the two Sazerac Canadian whiskeys that I'm aware of. They do Caribou Crossing, and they have Canadian Mist, which I wasn't aware of until I looked at their whiskey portfolio, or their spirits portfolio, I guess. And I'm gonna try maybe blending them in a couple different ratios to see if they taste like Traveler whiskey. Because honestly, I wouldn't be surprised with the low level of complexity in Traveler's whiskey if that is the case, that it's mixed with some Canadian Mist or something like that. So we're gonna look for that, and then we're also going to try and find just a Jack Daniel's barrel proof rye, because that's something that I've been looking for as well. And yeah, let's go. So I ended up finding that Canadian Mist. It's bottled by the Sazerac company, and I happened to also find a 1792 full proof. I was gonna buy a replacement because I'm getting low on my current one, but when I found this, I decided to just grab this. I won't be mixing this in the video, but I'd like to open it and review it at a later date here in the near future. That guy's sitting at a 62.5% alcohol by volume, 125 proof. Very nice. Never thought I'd find one of these for MSRP in New Hampshire. So yeah, pretty neat. So now the plan is to blend these two guys to see if they taste anything similar to the Traveler whiskey, and we'll be comparing them. I'm probably gonna try and do like a 50-50, maybe, yeah, 50-50. Maybe I'll try like a 60-40, but I would imagine that it's something in that range. If that is the case, I don't want to break these.
You serious?
So first off, we gotta use this sparingly. I don't want to use the full proof, so I'm using what's left in the 1792 small batch. You know what? Hold that thought. I'll do it scientifically. The jigger with the ½ ounce, we'll probably try and do maybe even a little less than ½ an ounce, because like I said, there's not much of this left to use. Okay. A little bit of sediment in there. It's from the cork. These 1792s seem to not like me very much, because they always seem to end up with the cork in the whiskey. I don't know why that is, but all right. Oh, this feels so wrong. This feels so wrong. I don't really know how much actual mixing you really need to do with whiskeys. I think giving it a little twirl is probably good enough. Yeah, okay. Alrighty. So here we have our fake Traveler, our test Traveler, and this is the real Traveler. So let's give it a smell, give them both a taste. Right off the bat, this one has more going on with the nose. It's a little bit more sharp, and that could be because it's a little volatile, having just been blended. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with that Canadian mist after this video is over, so. I would say the fake blend here is definitely a lot more astringent on the nose. I do like the nose of the Traveler more. Okay, well, let me try this one first because this is our control here. Yep, kind of the little bit of sharpness, but other than that, it's the Traveler whiskey. It's like that oatmeal-y, caramelly note. Yeah, it hasn't really opened up much since I bought the bottle, I don't think. I want to say it's doing a little bit better on the palate than I remember it, but not by a whole lot. So let's give this guy a try. Looking for that oatmeal, that same caramel flavor. Again, the nose is a little bit more violent, and that might be because this is not what's in it. Now, it is kind of surprising. They are very, very similar in flavors. This one is a little bit more volatile. The Canadian Mist 1792 blend compared to this. But from what I understand, if you were to mix two whiskeys and then taste them right away, they are going to be a little more volatile. So I'm thinking that could be what I'm experiencing. I will say that the Traveler tastes better than whatever monster I've created over here. They're roughly same proof. This is 90, and then half and half of this would make it be approximately like, see, this is almost 100 proof, and then this is 80 proof. So half and half would make them be just about 90. Actually, if I were to do a slight bit more of this one, then it would be close. Actually, slight bit more of, my math is a little iffy, but I think a tiny bit more of this would make it 90. I think it's probably right now under 90 if I actually did a true 50-50. Yeah, I'm thinking that this might actually not be what's in the Traveler whiskey. It's somehow a little bit more astringent than this. Now, my only other thought, which I don't think this is the case, but the other Canadian whiskey that I'm aware of that Sazerac owns is the one with the moose on it, Caribou. Oh my God, what's the name of it? I'll put it in post, but Caribou Crossing or something like that is the only other Canadian whiskey that I know Sazerac makes. This very well, I want to say that they could have blended a little bit of that in, but it's more likely not the case because that's a more expensive bottle than the Traveler, and that wouldn't really make sense for them to do. But yeah, I think I've debunked that this is probably not the exact blend of what's in the Traveler whiskey. It's probably, if anything, if this is the ingredients, then there's probably more watered down 1792 than there is Canadian whiskey in this. But I challenge you to also try this and see if you can tell a difference and or if it tastes similar to what people speculate. I don't think that this is the Canadian whiskey that is in Traveler, but from what I understand, there is some light Canadian whiskey or light whiskey and Canadian whiskey in the Traveler. But I'm not surprised that there's a little bit of 1792 Barton juice inside of the Traveler blend, because although it's a little bit more harsh, it's not so far off that it's unbelievable. I mean, color-wise, it's kind of hard to tell, but I've actually made a darker whiskey, it looks like, than the Traveler. So, and that could be because there is added color. There most likely is added color in this bottle. But either, you'd think they would have to say it, but I don't know if that's the case with Canadian. I'll have to look that up. Canadian whiskey with natural flavors. Doesn't say natural colors though, so. But I don't know if they're required to say that in Canada, so. But either way, what I made is darker than the light whiskey Traveler whiskey blend. So it might not be, but I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. If you think that this might be what's in it, but at a different ratio, then let me know in the comments. But other than that, I'd appreciate if you guys liked and subscribed. It would help a lot. I'm currently sitting at a fat 0 subscribers. Yeah, I'm just trying to, you know, be a cool whiskey dude, you know, get the whiskey clout. So one day maybe I can pull some good bottles now. But yeah, make sure you like and follow and subscribe. Sorry, follow, subscribe, like, subscribe, share the video if you want, and comment down below what you think about this. You can see the left one is a little bit darker, but yeah, y'all have a good rest of your day, night, whatever it is where you at, and yeah, I'll see you later. Peace.